Paul Psolka, IB Masters Learning Center and IBMasters.com. And today we're going to look at Test 6, Section 1, number 19, which reads, based on the table, in which year were people the most trusting of the news media? So when you're looking at a table, make sure you understand what's going on before you start looking at the answer choices. Read the title, make sure it registers. Title is, percent of respondents seeing news stories as inaccurate or favoring one side. Look for any trends and correlations before you look at the answer choices. So news organizations, 1985, 55% of people believe that news organizations got the facts straight. 92, it was less. 2003, it was less. 2007, it was more. And then in 2011, it was less. So you could see that fewer thought that the news media got the facts straight as time went on. So when were they most trusting? Based on that first one, it's 1985. Now let's look at the second one. Often have inaccurate news stories. Now notice, as time goes on, more and more people thought that news stories were inaccurate. So if fewer thought that they were inaccurate at first, then more people trust the news at first. Again, 1985. Are pretty independent. So if they're independent, then they're not influenced by maybe, let's say, like business who wants them to print a story one way or the other. So as time goes on, fewer and fewer news people think that news organizations are independent, which means they trusted it more at first. Often influenced by powerful people and organizations. So if powerful people and organizations are influencing the news media, then they might not be getting the facts. They might be getting what the rich people want you to know. And more people as time goes on think that powerful, rich people influence news organizations. So again, another point for trusting it earlier on, 1985. Deal fairly with all sides. We can see that as of 1985, 34% of people believe that the news dealt fairly with all sides. And as time went on, a lower and lower percentage thought that news media was fair. And then tending to favor one side. As time goes on, more and more people think that the news favors one side, which means, again, 1985 is definitely your answer here. Now, let's say you don't understand like some of these double negatives, like often have inaccurate stories, more of that. If any of these columns and rows confuse you, then go with whatever ones you understand best. You could answer this just based on one of these rows. You wouldn't even need all of them. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You can share it with someone who has trouble reading tables or charts or graphs. If there's any question you'd like to see answered from any official PSAT or SAT or ACT, leave that in the comments. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. Click subscribe so you don't miss anything, and check out our 1-minute videos on TikTok. Have a great day.